What is going on, guys? Pink Plays here, and today I'm going to show you, or hopefully show you, how to win, if you're doing it correctly, every single live race that you attempt. So step one is to get a tier 1 car, and in order to play the game you're forced to buy a tier 1 car, so that step should be completed, and if not, that's a problem. I personally prefer the Mini Cooper. I know that a lot of people like the Ford. I think it's a Fiesta or a Focus or something like that, because you can get it down to about 12.7, I believe, which is pretty fast for a tier 1 car. My Mini Cooper does like a 13.0 or 13.1 or something like that. So first step, get a tier 1 car. Second step is to completely max it out. So as you can see here, I have 5 tires. Transmission is fully loaded, except for I have a few extra fusion parts on there. My engine has 5, my turbo has 5 and 2 fusion parts, my intake has 5 and 2 fusion parts, my body has 5 and 2 fusion parts, and I didn't forget the nitrous. I just wanted to point it out that sometimes fusion parts do not help you. So I guess it gives you -4 there, but if you go like here, tier 1, 352, 154, and then that -1 is what's really important when you're looking at fusion parts. If it's green and it says plus, it's going to just affect the tune rating. So if it said +1, it'd be 155 instead of 154. -1, if I was to fit this fusion part, it gives me 153 instead of 154, which doesn't help. So, step 2, done. You upgraded your car max, and it's really easy to do that. It takes like an hour of playing the game. Step 3 is to tune the car. So every tune is different. You just gotta fiddle around with it. It's really it depends on the car. It depends on the person. You really just gotta mess around with it until you find something that works, and something that's working consistently and helping you get lower and lower scores. So I have 150 BPH in 2 seconds, and then my final drive is at 2.68, and my tire pressure I didn't fiddle with at all. It's 50-50. So that gives me 154 on that category in the tune shifting part. So now that you've done that, step 4 is to go into the live races. Seems pretty simple. All you gotta do is click that. So a huge key on this is patience. Patience is huge. It's gonna take a while. I promise you it's going to take some time if you're going to want to win a lot. And when you go on those huge streaks, you can get silver keys and, you know, open all sorts of crates, and it's really helpful to go on these huge streaks. I haven't live raced in a while. I'm just showing you that when I did, this is how I did it. The next idea basically is you have to race a tier above you. I think the only car that you probably should steer away from is the Ford. And so there's a tier 1 Ford that I think is the Fiesta, and there's a tier 1 Ford that, or a tier 2 Ford that I think is the Focus. And that's huge, is that you want to stay away from those two. They're very fast, they're very hard to beat. You might as well just get one and tune the crap out of it, and it could be even easier. This is just, I'm doing it with the cars that I have. I'm showing you that it can be done with not the greatest cars. So that guy left. Another key is to go to the end of the list, because it'll show you the people who are at the front are the people who have been in the lobby for the longest. So it shows you first no matter what, but let's, for example, you lose, and then his thing bomb ass, he's been in there the longest, and then the people that are just kind of popping in and out and doing maybe one race are the people at the end. So usually you want to go to the end, because that's kind of where all the new cars will come in, and that's where all of the cars that, you know, it's one guy coming in with a tier 2 that doesn't know what he's doing, and you can kick his ass, and then he leaves. That's kind of where you want to go. So I'm just going to kind of rotate here. I'm going to show you how long it takes, because it does take a while. Sometimes you can get like 4 or 5 races in 10 minutes, and sometimes you get 1 race in 10 minutes. And so I'm just going to kind of bounce back and forth. It looks like that guy's available to challenge. BMW, that's usually a great car to race. So it basically just shows you, hopefully he bets some money. That'd be nice to win a little. Nope. Okay. Well, then I guess, the next step, once you're in the race, just race the car normally. So the difference between a tier 1 and a tier 2 is where the tier 1 says nitrous right there, the tier 2 says launch. And so a lot of people have user error and they can't figure out that launch. And so they just get destroyed, because when you can't figure out the launch, like, you're totally SOL. And it, the 0.2 seconds that it takes you to get off the line usually is what a lot of people have, is the time that a lot of, easy tier, like, so that launch right there, minus 0.167, that means that he launched early, and so it's going to give him a slower start even if his rev was perfect. So I guess, yeah, that just shows you it's really easy to win live races in tier 1. Just steer clear of the, if you want a good car, buy one of the Fords. The Focus and the Fiesta are awesome. I'm just showing, the purpose of this video is just to show you how it works and why it might be significantly easier to race a tier 1 versus a tier 2 that's unupgraded, because they're faster cars. So just for the sake of demonstration, I'll get let's try my Subaru. Gonna get that car out. I'm gonna show you what it looks like to race as a tier 2, just so that you can see that launch control button it sucks. So it does take time, and I'll show you on purpose. I will lose one like really bad on purpose, just to show you like the launch control. So I guess let's challenge this guy, see if he's down. Come on, man. Aha. Alright, I'm just going to race him. I'm going to show you what the launch button looks like, just so you can stay aware. But all it is just racing a tier 2 car against a tier 1 car. You're going to kill everybody. It's going to be so easy. So see how it says launch right there? I'll show you, even if I get a perfect rev, you have to click launch. If you don't click launch, it'll like automatically overload you and it'll start it. But you got to click launch to start it. So you can lose really bad. I'll see if this guy wants to rematch me. But so that time that I couldn't launch, so it'll say under my character dude there, my launch was an extra second. So that's really bad. But yeah, so now I'll show you, well, hopefully I'll show you what a proper launch looks like, because I honestly kind of suck at it right now. So I'll probably goof it up. Just looking for someone to challenge. Okay, that guy's ready. Oh man, this guy's gonna kill me. Okay, this is one of the good cars I was talking about. I think this is the Focus, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully, 50 grand. Hell no, I'm not gonna lose 50 grand. No thanks. Martin McFly. Looks like you're the guy, Martin McFly. I want to race you for nothing. It says he has a BMW, but there's a Ford Focus as the picture. That's hilarious. What the heck? Now it's an orange BMW. So basically, when it says go, you're going to want to click the launch control. So, great launch, horrible wheel spin start. I'm probably going to lose, but that's fine. Just showing you, why it is so hard to race in Tier 2 and above, because you have to click that button, and that kills even a fraction of a second and a fraction of a second could be the difference in your win. So yeah, basically, just to re-sum it up, buy a tier 1 car, upgrade it all the way, tune it out, go into a live race and race against a tier 2. It's that easy, and you can make thousands and thousands of dollars and go on huge win streaks and get all these keys and then get all these extra cars. I got my Audi R8 out of a car that I won in a live race, or like a keys that I won in a live race. I mean, it's that easy. So hopefully you liked the video. Feel free to drop a comment, like the video, and subscribe to my channel. And if you have like any games that you'd like me to go over, or anything within this game that you'd like me to go over, please leave it in the comments down below. I read all of them, so I'm more than happy to go through and make a video on your question. You know, what's the difference between two cars, what's the best tier, or what's the best car for that tier, how do I tune this car, etc. Anything, I'll make a video for it. So just leave it down in the description below, and have a fantastic day.